Let's see what we've got here. Maybe we need to turn the microphone on these other sources. I still don't hear the microphone. I hear me now. I still don't hear the microphone. Give me 1 second. I hear me now. Okay, so we're good. I just need to turn the microphone on those other sources there. And can you hear me now? Is everything okay? If so, tell me you can hear me. Type in the chat for me, will you? So we are talking today about about not wearing the mask. We want to go beyond the mask, all right? And let's see if I'm actually getting beyond. So we are talking today about Okay, good. All right, now that we've got that figured out, I want to talk about getting beyond the mask. We've got a lot of people that are on. Awesome. Thank you so much. And it's good to see you, Joni. Thank you. We're talking a lot, and would you mind sharing this out and, Facebook or whatever, or Instagram, whichever, you can. We're talking about today getting past the mask, stop wearing the mask and start getting real. We need, we've gone so far with the internet and being able to put on whatever persona that we can put on the internet. And all of a sudden, we're really fake. And all of a sudden, welcome to the broadcast. Say hi in chat and, let me know where you're dialing in, as it were, from. But we're on the internet and we can put on all these personas and we can be what we want to be. And, all of these different things that we can put on our Facebook profile, and we are an entrepreneur, or we are this, that, or the other thing, and everyone's supposed to just believe us, and we put all these pictures on and how happy we are, and it's all fake. Not all of it, but so much of it is so fake that you wouldn't believe that I believe the figure I heard was 40% of teen suicides. They were on Instagram and they were on Facebook looking like everything's fine. And it's not. It's not. We're lying to ourselves, and people are going on there and trying to rake in everybody else's money by saying, get in my program, start my this, that, or something else, and get in and do this with me, and you will be making tons of money. So that's really not working. And behind it all is the whole idea that we're trying to be somebody we're not. We're trying to be somebody that we see on there that says they're making $60,000 a month. We're trying to be somebody that's on there saying they have 27 million followers. We're trying to be somebody that's on the internet that looks like they have a big house and a fancy car and all kinds of people around them and all kinds of followers and all kinds of people cheering them on when they have nothing, and all they've done is got this fake persona, this fake mask, all these fake accounts that they've made up, that people are just thinking they're the bomb, and they're actually nothing. Everything they put up there is garbage. It is not the truth. It is not who they are. It is not anything close to what their real life is like. And now everybody thinks that they need to be that person, and they need to be that fake, and they are emulating all of those fake things that person is doing, trying to be them, not realizing that they're trying to be even more and more fake every day. And I'm not saying this to put anybody down. I'm not saying it to say that I'm a whole lot better than everybody. And, exactly. If you're not genuine, the followers and the money will be temporary. That's exactly true. And in fact, if you're not genuine, it's all going to just crumble. You may be able to make a little bit of money. You may be able to make a couple $100 here, or maybe $1,000 there. But that's not going to, number one, it's not going to be fulfilling. And number two, it's fake, because after just a short period of time, just like Joni said, bam, the money is gone, and you're just going to be crying in your beer. And, you're going to be face down in your bowl of soup wondering what happened. And what happened is you can't maintain that. You can't keep being that fake person, because the mask will come off and people will see that you are fake. You are fake. So let me just take a quick little break here. One of the things that I come on here for is to tell people about the book that I wrote. And this is not a book that tells you there's a whole lot of things going on. It's not a book that tells you get in my program and you will be successful. This is just a book that explains this whole idea of a mask. Who are you really? And if you will find out who you are and do who you are and do it well, your whole life will be transformed. Now, the crowd wants us to walk along with them, and everybody on the internet making millions of dollars wants us to walk along with them and believe they're making millions of dollars and come along with them and go along with the crowd and be washed away with the tide of the crowd and everything they're doing. But find out, my book is about find out who you are, find out what you really want in life. You can live the life that you want to live. You can be who you want to be. And there's nothing that says that you have to be anything other than you, anything other than genuine. And then there's also ways to make sure that you're in a place, I guess you could say, a place where everything that you are doing is going forward. It's not being squashed by time constraints. It's not being squashed by I don't know how to do it. I can't do it. I don't have enough time to do it. I have quite a few friends that will give me that kind of answer to what it is. But that's just not anything that's a really good excuse. If you are doing what you really are and who you really are, you're not going to have an excuse where you don't have enough time to be you. You don't have enough time to do the things you say you're going to do. People are overbooked. They don't have enough time. They're racing down the freeway to try and get ahead of you and pull in front of you because they don't have enough time, because they haven't thought about it, and they've overbooked themselves, and they're running late because they stay up late at night, wake up late in the morning, don't wake up in time to have breakfast. They rush to work to get a coffee and donut from the break room and sit down at their desk and take one deep breath just before they start. And there they are. They've hurried to work and they've sat there, and now they're all stressed because they can't do their job very well because they had to get somebody else to take Susie to school or Johnny to his practice run. And it's a sad situation. So let me show you. There's a video that I created that just is 45 seconds long, but it talks about going with the crowd or walking a new way. Take a look. And that's a system that I've come up with. It's called the Life Transform System, and no, I'm not going to try and sell it to you. I don't sell it to anybody. It's just a system that I've come up with that starts with goals and having your goals in line and having your, knowing who you are, what you want, and then having your goals to get you there. and then there's a physical system that runs your day-to-day chores and runs and details and all the little errands that you have to do. And then there's an accountability section at the end of it. And accountability isn't someone pointing their finger at you saying, you got to do this, I want you to do that, and I'm going to tell you what you need to do and what you want to do. That has nothing to do with it. This is somebody who will walk through life with you. Okay? That's what you need, whether it's your pastor, a coach, whether it's somebody who's been a best friend for years, whether it's somebody you went to school with, somebody that's just so close, they've lived next door and you know them inside and out and they know you inside and out, and they're the kind of person that can just say, how's it going? How's that thing you were working on? And keep in touch with you, and they know what's going on in your life. So these are the three things you really need. You need a good why with a set of goals. You need a good way to perform it. And you need somebody to walk along through life with you. If you have that, your life is going to be transformed. If you don't have that, maybe you've got one or two pieces of that and you don't have the third piece, or maybe you only have one piece and you're still lacking the other two. Those are the three elements that you need. Where you get them is totally up to you. Hey Shannon, what's going on? So where you get these elements is totally up to you. I'm not here to sell you anything. I'm not here to tell you what you need to do in order to get this done or that done, or how many goals you need to have, or any of that. But what I'm saying is take off the mask. Thank you. It is a good book, and it's not really a book that tells you everything about the system, but what it does is helps you reflect on whether or not you're in that rush, whether or not you're going with the crowd, whether or not you know what your why is. There's a whole 3 or 4 broadcasts I could do on how to find your why, how to know what your legacy is. Because if you don't know what your legacy is, you're not going to be able to walk to it. You're not going to be able to go that direction and walk towards your legacy. You won't know what the goals are. You won't know what the dreams are. You won't know, how do I even figure out what I want? That took me way too long. So that's what it's all about, is take off the mask, figure out who you are, what you want, what you really have, what's in your heart to do, and then do it. You know, I just heard somebody say within the last day or so, figure out who you are and do that well, and you'll be a success. Figure out who you are and do that well. Those are only 2 things you need to do. Figure out who you are and do it well. So that's what I'm here today to talk about, is taking off the mask. If you can take off the mask and figure out who you are, what you really want to do, then that's going to be 1,000,000 times better. You're going to multiply times 100 your possibility of getting where you want to go. If you don't know where you want to go, how are you going to get there? If I knew I wanted some groceries in the house, but I didn't know where the grocery store was, or that there was more than one grocery store, I had options, I have prices, I have, a direction to go. I don't know how to get there, where it is on my local streets. How am I going to get groceries? I'm going to starve to death. And I don't want to see people starve to death. My passion in life is to make people better. People who want to be better, I want to help them become better. And as I make people better around me, my life is going to become better. As I bless people around me, I'm going to become blessed. As I give to people around me, it's going to be shaken up and pressed together and given back to me. So my theme today and my goal today is just to reiterate that, just to get that to bounce around in your psyche, that you just need to be yourself and bless people around you. The world needs something that we each have that no one else does. That's right. You are unique and you have gifts, and your gift is for those people around you. You see, we aren't given the gifts to hold them in, to keep them to ourselves, to keep all the details to ourselves. I'm not going to tell anybody, because if I tell anybody about the details of my gift, I'm not going to make $1 zillion on the internet. That's not true. That's not true. You can do it with anything. You can make your $1 million with anything, but you can't do it if you're not being yourself. So be your authentic self. Figure out who you are. If you can't figure out who you are, stay tuned. We might have some ideas behind that. As a group, we have a lot of talent. And the people that I know that tune into this broadcast, that see it, that will tune in more and more often as we go along, even seeing that there are people that have needs that they can help meet. They can help these people. They're going to tune into the broadcast with us, and we've already got people here that know things about how you can be your authentic self. So Shannon, Joni, and anybody else that I know quite a few people that know a lot of stuff about how to be real with yourself, how to be real with God, and say, God, you just need to tell me who I am and what I need to do. And that kind of reflection and that kind of reality in your life is going to be gold to you. Not just gold money, but gold to your soul, gold to your life. And you need to live your legacy. You need to march toward your legacy. You need to know what your legacy is. And whatever you want that to be, you have the right to live it. You have the right to go for it. And there's all kinds of people that will tell you, no. You use my program. You use my values. You use my system. And you have the right to make your own system. And that's what my book is about. That's what my life is about. Being yourself, blessing others with the gifts that you have, and it comes back to you. So with that, I'm going to let you go. Joni and Shannon, thank you for popping in. Anybody else that sees this on the replay, share it out. There's a friend of yours who needs to know that they just need to be their real self. So share this out to your friends, share this out to your family, and I hope you have a good holiday. I hope your holiday season is going well, and we'll see you later on. I'm going to be broadcasting this same thing, but in different ways, to try and help people get that real mask instead of that, get the fake mask off and put the real on. Show people who you really are, and they will see your unique capabilities and your unique life. And they will be able to say, I know them. And they're cool and they're good. And they'll bless your life and you'll bless their life. So I'm out of here. And guys, again, if you want a copy of the book just to be self-reflective, go and get the download, www.davebrown.coach. And, I totally understand that deactivating Facebook, and I totally understand breaking free from it, because Facebook, I always tell people that Facebook is the best way in America that you can miscommunicate or be fake. Okay, and that's just my opinion. However, if people start presenting them real selves, you'll find that Facebook is an addition to your life. It's not your whole life. Don't make it your whole life. Facebook is an addition to your life. Instagram is an addition. YouTube, all the above. They're great additions to your life, but don't make them your whole life. Make them just enough of your life that they're helping, rather than becoming and taking you down under, and you're becoming your whole life. So anyway, with that, thank you for pointing that out. I appreciate that, Joni. And guys, if you aren't following 31 Mugs, I'm sorry, I thought that was Joni's name. But if you aren't following 31 Mugs, follow. And guys, don't be fake. Be your real self, and you will find yourself miles and centuries ahead of where you are now. So have a good holiday, guys. I'll see you later. And remember, be yourself, be authentic. God bless. Talk to you soon.